Hello everyone, my name is Rosin and welcome back to Newtype Netplay. This is the series where I chronicle my growth as a Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme vs Maxiboost ON player from an absolute beginner to someone who, is still playing this game. I'm not going to say I'm good, but, I like to think I'm better than the footage you're watching here. After putting in like 200 plus more hours since this game came out, you would hope I at least got a little bit better, right? This is match footage from all the way back, still during that open beta period that happened in July of last year's when this footage is taken from, actually. And I'm playing with my buddy Mark. We're just in a player lobby. Had some really solid, fun matches with this group here that I thought would be great to talk over. And I knew all the way back then that this would be my 10th episode of this series, so I figured, you know what, it's time to break out Grandpa. Let's play as the RX-78-2 Gundam, the original Gundam from the 1979 anime series, and Amuro's personal unit in that series. The first Gundam ever. Now, the Gundam does a very, very good job in this game of just being a all-around, like, jack-of-all-trades, master of none, just great beginner suit. It costs $2,000, which means it's not, it's a little bit less of a worry when you die. Though that being said, I don't know. I kind of disagree with that sentiment a little bit sometimes because a common thing you hear in the competitive community or just people who play MBON is, when you're starting out, it's good to play a 2,000 cost or a 2,500 cost suit because when you die, you take less out of the life bar. But at the same time, that does put pressure on you as a player to not die first in the match. Because if you do, and you're playing with a 3K, or, if you're playing as a 2K and playing with a 2.5K partner, you're going to overcost them, and you're going to be losing a lot more. So, I do think that there is merit in picking up 3K costs as an absolute beginner, just because it gives you a lot of tools to work with, and even though it is it is a lot to worry about when you die, and you're taking, like, half your team's life bar away, it might still be better than not knowing how to defend yourself and not knowing how to stay alive or increase your survivability and then getting sniped out by people who know what they're doing and costing the team the game anyways. And also, too, the old adage always works, play what you like. That's usually a good way to handle these things. If you're playing suits that interest you or you think are fun to, just on a very, very basic level, then chances are that it'll be the incentive that you need to learn how to actually play them properly and learn and grow. But, if you're looking for something just to dip your feet into the water, I definitely think that the RX-78-2 is a perfect suit for that. It is very much so like the Mario or Ryu of this game. It's very jack-of-all-trades, master of none, very vanilla play style, but still very fun to play. It has a pretty solid beam rifle that's good, but not, like, particularly great in any area, just solid overall performance. It has a bazooka. It has 3 different assists, which actually is pretty damn... The assists on the suit, pretty damn good. You can summon the core fighter, you can summon the gun tank, you can summon the gun cannon, and they all are very good for different situations. And just in general, this suit's moves are very easy to cancel into one another. Like, things will just combo into one another and flow quite smoothly. Even if you're not doing, like, actual, like, stepping and stuff too much. Just, I find that this suit does a very good job of, kind of getting you to the habit of experimenting and seeing, like, hey, try to get as much damage out of this, after you land a hit as possible. I think this suit does a pretty excellent job of, trying to get players into that mindset. Even though it's not the most damaging suit in the world, but, it's very nice to be able to land, like, a bazooka hit like that and, just be like, oh, let me summon the core fighter and see if I can get, dish out just a little bit extra damage. Its super is really fucking cool, too. It's just a uppercut that launches them into the air and does the last shooting iconic shot from the very final episode of the original anime series. And if you're really low on health, it even for the cinematic, it even loses the head and the arm, like, at the end of the show too, which is neat. Spoilers for a show that came out in 1979, by the way, but that's how it goes. Oh, I was about to land it there, but that guy was smart. He blocked. You can also throw those javelins, which is, it's like, a lot of suits have, or at least, I shouldn't say a lot, but I know the Double X and a few other suits have javelins or stuff like that, where they're like they're technically a melee attack, but they work like a projectile, and they stun when they hit, which is pretty cool. I really like throwing out those javelins. You can also charge up the javelins so that they're more powerful, and I think that also buffs up the stun time, too. I think there's like 3 levels of charge for it. And then the last move that I haven't talked about, and also I didn't use nearly enough, is, of course, a charge move, which I almost always never use as much as I probably should. The charge move, as you can see there, and that was the super, by the way, and, of course, we lost the match. My bad, but no, the charge move is a grenade toss, and then the RX-78-2 will shoot the grenade, and it's kind of a long animation. You're pretty vulnerable during it, but it causes the grenade to explode, and it does a huge area of effect attack, which can be pretty good for covering a lot of ground and trying to get a solid hit in if the positioning is right. I definitely really like this. I also believe it actually has a counter too, which I don't know if you've seen me use yet, but I'm pretty sure that it has a move where it kind of puts its shield forward, and then if you attack it, it'll kind of like counterattack back, which is pretty neat. And see, there you go. That's what I was talking about with that combo ability. That was just a ladder of fun that I made the Zaku Amazing go through there. Kind of funny. I'm fighting the Zaku Amazing. It's the wrong red Zaku is what I'm fighting. Char would be displeased. I really was staying a little too long in the air there, but I managed to get covered by my partner, and I was able to get a nice javelin toss in there. Yeah, sometimes the G Gundam players, you just gotta shoot them while they're trying to rush towards you, but that guy kept going in and showed me what for. It happens. And I saw an opportunity here to go for the super, and yeah. The last shooting really was the last shooting. Pretty proud of that one. God, it's such a fun super to land. A lot of supers in this game are just suffer from the problem where they're very situational in a lot of cases because they're long or they lock you in way too much. But the RX-78-2, it's shortened to the point. You hit it, and if it hits, it launches up, and you follow it with the shot, and then you're done. You don't got to worry about getting hit out of it too much. That being said, it's very easily blocked or countered or whatever, but I actually don't know if it can be countered. I'm pretty sure it probably can be, but don't quote me on that. But, you don't have to worry about the enemy's partner getting on your ass while you're using it like some other suits, looking at you basically every Barbados suit. It's very easy for you to super and think you're safe, and then the partner just comes in, swoops in, and just beats the shit out of you while you're trying to get your super off. And goddamn, my partner's doing a good job at beating the shit out of that Harut, actually, too. It was very funny. Yeah, trying to keep my distance here. I already knew by this point it looked like that Sword Impulse is a suit you don't want getting too close. Unfortunately, I wasn't fast enough at killing that Impulse, so I wasn't able to overcost Harut, but it didn't end up mattering because that Impulse didn't really know to stop going in once you're overcost like that and play more of a support role and just punish that and called it a day. Didn't even die that round. Pretty good stuff. Oh yeah, I was still playing with Mark at this point. I think all of these matches might be with Mark. I think I've said this already by now, but Mark and I just ended up kind of becoming like long-term MBON partners. And you're going to see a lot of me and him playing together in the series to come. So for anyone curious about where I'm at in terms of MBON recording stuff, I actually am all the way at episode, I think 86 is in the works, or no, 87 is in the works right now. I got a few more matches to record for that one, but yeah, I actually took an MBON hiatus for about a month there, which is the longest I've been away from the game in a while. And then I was like, is this me losing steam on it? And then I immediately started playing again. And even though I got my ass kicked because I was so rusty and playing a suit that I don't particularly care for and, in my opinion, is very lacking in several areas, I was playing the Johnny Ridden and Shin Matsunaga Zaku 2, by the way, for those wondering. I still had a fucking blast, man, and I was like, nope, I got the MBON virus again. I'm back in, baby. So I'm definitely going to be playing a lot more of this in the foreseeable future. Aiming for a couple hundred more hours, at least. This game is fun enough to justify it. This Wing Zero was doing a very good job evading my bullshit, but could not punish my landing there. Do I go? Yeah, going for the Wing Zero. Ah, that was a pretty bad super on my part. Yeah, so close. I got greedy there. I should have backed off, let my partner do the thing, and I just kind of fucked up. Wasn't paying attention, lacked situational awareness, got a pretty good attack score, but, you know, my self-preservation was, you know, like I kind of talked about at the beginning of the episode, did not do a good job of self-preserving, and kind of cost us the match there because of my negligence. It's okay, though. We'll get the run back. Looks like Mark has switched to Barbados Lupus. Still rocking the RX-78-2, of course. That core fighter assist is really good. Like, you can see how airborne it leaves people, but also, like, the tracking on it is great, and because it's so small, I feel like a lot of people don't see it coming or do a bad job of accounting for it when they're moving around. This guy's cartwheeling all around me, but at some point, you know, what goes up must come down, as the Sonic Heroes theme song taught me as a child. Something that you'll see that Heavy Arms Custom sometimes struggles with, and in fact quite a fair amount of suits struggle with, is that when a majority of your attacks are projectile base and like physical projectile base, suits that just start shooting in at ya or summoning assists can chew through those really easily and get in on ya, and most of the time that's you know, that can leave you vulnerable. I have a lot of respect for Heavy Arms players, you know, both versions of it. It's not an easy suit to play by any means. Mark did a good job cleaning out the round there. We were both playing pretty solid that match. That was good stuff. Oh, there's a little... Forgot to edit that out. That'll probably happen more in this series, too. Can't catch them all in editing, but... Looks like we got another Burning Gundam player. Burning Gundam and Alex is, like, peak cursed MBON pairing, sometimes, I feel like, for me. Because they can both go in on you and just make you have a really bad time, but in, like, very different ways. Because, like, the Alex has a very interesting armor gimmick that just makes it terrifying at close range in specific situations, and the Burning Gundam is, you know, a martial arts master, so that's how it goes sometimes. And yeah, that flame pillar will just it's a very effective tool when used in the right hands. Its usage is limited because of its ammo count, and it's one of the few ranged options that Burning Gundam has in a lot of situations, other than the big homing assist. But when used effectively, and that was goofy there, I think something happened with the horse's hitbox. I'm just spamming out all my friends. Looks like he's gonna have to land soon. I didn't go in for the punish though, and there we go. There was Alex trying to go in and beat me up. I really should have sidestep canceled that, and I probably could have killed, actually. That was very, very goofy of me. I probably just didn't know better still at this point. But there you go. See, core fighter assist. No one looks for it. They should be looking for it. I'm always telling people this. Not really. I don't play RX-78-2 that often. Fun suit, but I have a little bit more fun with others. Yeah, sometimes when they're charging in, all you can really do is stand still and just pull out the bazooka. Pretty goofy way to end the round there, but I'll take it. Honestly, I probably wasn't even sure or confident that that would work. I was just like, well, Alex is charging at me. Might as well try to shoot it with the big explosive thing. Let's see if this kills, and it did. Slightly worried it was going to go through it with the armor or whatever, but I looks like it did not. They're getting the run back though, and see, that time went through with the armor. I don't know what happened last. It might not have been in the armor actually last time. There we go. I saw that Mark needed to be helped, and I just kind of dashed into the burning Gundam's punch, which was ridiculous. I think that's the same slash move that ended up screwing me over when it was on the horse of the last match too, where we both went flying up into the air. Maybe the attack box, attack hitbox or whatever on that is just kind of, or the hurt box or whatever, or no, hitbox is the whatever. I'm messing up my terminology, but the properties of that move I think are a little bizarre. I think it kind of ends up clashing a lot with things that I feel like it shouldn't clash with. Really tried to break that Alex's armor. Finally got in. Ooh, that was bad of me. Yeah, I should have just let Mark take that. I think I kind of panic-fired everything I had there because I wasn't sure what was going on. It ended up being okay, but yeah, that was kind of a dick move to be on Mark's end. I should have just let him clean that up. Always better to do that than try to cut your partner and do accidental damage to them, and you're going to end up just doing less damage to the enemy than they would on their own because of the, damage scaling on that. Always better to let your partner just clean things up. Looked like we had a pretty solid win streak going on there too, so that was cool. See, look at that. Core fighter assist right into the bazooka. Good stuff. And yeah, got it. There I am again, not sidestepping, which, I don't know why I wasn't doing that. I really think I just must not have known better, or I just wasn't confident enough to try it, or I was forgetting or something. Tried to go for the AoE nade there. Was too close for that to hit. Got a pretty solid bazooka backshot, though. That was cool. This Burning's wanting to stay in the air so bad, and that's not going to work out for him. Wasted my super there. I think I must have just been panicking really hard these few matches. And the angle on that was really weird, and I think they were trying to rise up to where I was, but they weren't boost dashing right to get the ascent. And I was just like, well, I'm just going to toss a javelin at you then. And there we go. Perfect. We did it. Just got a couple more matches here for you before I let you go. Burning and Dragon. Damn, G Gundam combination team here. This can be a goofy team to fight against too, actually, with the melee shenanigans going on. I'm definitely more afraid of Burning than I am Alex. Just because Burning's a little more consistent, a little less gimmicky than the Alex is. The Dragon Gundam definitely has more solid and very scary setups that it can do too with its flags, which it throws flags all around the map and plants them down, and if you get hit in the areas where they're in, or if you wander into them, they basically act like stun traps, and you're going to be in for a bad time, and he can combo out, when you're stunned he can go in for a full combo, and you're just going to eat a lot of damage, and it's not going to be great. Kind of like this. Good job, Burning. Oh, he fucked up, though. There we go. He's going to burst out of my super, though, unfortunately. Yeah, and I still ate shit anyways, and looks like Mark and I ate shit at the same time. That's okay, though. We're going to hunt down this Burning. Yeah, there we go. Got the final little cherry tap there on the landing. A lot of the time that does so little damage, like when they're knocked down onto the ground and just kind of laying there, but they're still hittable. Sometimes that'll happen. Other times, in a lot of cases, by the time they hit the ground, they're already in that invulnerable state where they're waking up. Or at least until they wake up, rather. But in the few times that you can hit an enemy when they're still on the ground, it usually doesn't do that much damage. But sometimes, if they have very little health, that'll let you clean out the round. So always take those opportunities when you can. Looks like we're fighting the same team again. And yeah, you can see me there, expertly dodging dragons' flags. Still not sidestepping my fucking combo. Very silly of me. There we go. Had Kai help out. Again, accidentally hitting... yeah, I think at that point I realized, like, God, fuck, I need to stop hitting people out of my friend's combo. Bad rosin. Unfortunately, grenade did not work again. Probably could have practiced that a little bit more. That time it'll hit, though. And I should have gone in for a melee combo there. I was probably too concerned. Or I didn't trust the stun time on the nade. Just kind of a better safe than sorry thing, I guess. Yeah, buddy! Oh, not gonna kill, though, unfortunately. I've tried to shoot with everything I have. Whew! I got a little scary there at the last second, but managed to clean it out. Pretty good round, pretty good round. It was a very chaotic round. Everyone was everywhere all the time. But yeah, I'll take it. Pretty good on the scoreboard there. So I'll see you next time for more MBON.